Hi, guys, this is Shayla,
And this is Tiffany.
and we're the co founders of
Bezzie
Bezzie
Lashes.
Lashes. Yes. So we just wanted to come to you guys today to thank you so much for supporting Bezzie Lashes. Since we've launched, we've had so many people reach out to us, giving us their feedback on our product, and we're so excited that you love our lashes. So today we're just coming to you just to give you some kind of like some business nuggets as we've, started our journey, and we feel like we can help others that may already be, starting your journey and you want to tweak what you're doing, or if you're new and you just want to become a business owner and you don't know where to start. So we're offering experience because we feel like as we've gone through it and we've done it, we can give that feedback to others. So you can, learn from not our mistakes, but just things that we've learned along the way to help you be the best and successful in your business journey. So, first off, what we wanted to share is when you start your business, make sure you do a competitive analysis of your competition just to see where you stand, where you fit in, how you can fit in. Because the thing is, you want to make sure your customers, you're attracting them and they're coming to you and they want your product. So, whether you're doing a t shirt business, a makeup business, or what have you, you want to make sure that you can fit in and you rise to the top and that you're offering something that is of interest to the consumer. So, with the competitive analysis, when we know we wanted to start a lash brand, we started researching other magnetic lash companies. And in doing so, we, looked at probably three top brands that we thought were like just really doing the thing. And to make sure that we were on par with not only our product offerings, but, our brand and how we were presenting Bezzie to the masses. So one brand in particular that we were really excited about because they have the same target audience and, kind of in the same wheelhouse as we are, we wanted to support them because we were so
Right.
excited. So Tiffany and I, and we are best friends, and we'll get to that later to let you guys know how long we've been friends and how Bezzie came along. But I'm in Atlanta. Tiffany's in,
I'm in Lafayette, Louisiana.
yes. So we both ordered our own pair of lashes just to see them, get the experience, and to support the business. So this is in no way hating. We were excited to support another lash owner. So let us show you what we received when we ordered our lashes. Tiffany, take it away.
So first off, we placed the order. It took us about 2 weeks, I think. Shayla, you think 2 weeks to get our
A
package?
little longer.
A long time. And when I came home and saw my package, I was like, "Oh, is that my lashes?" So first of all, the packaging on the outside was kind of like, "Oh, okay." Open up the package, and inside there is a box with the lashes in it, and this is how they came. Shayla has hers on her side. I don't know if you can see from this view, so I will take the plastic backing out. But my lashes came with an imperfection in the actual plastic. If you see on this side, there's a little indentation and something was there, they removed. I received it like this. On top of that, my lashes were not even flush to the back of my, on the strip itself. And so I was kind of like, wow, is this what I ordered? And secondly, I didn't know what the lash name was I ordered. So I had to go and find that in the email. But I talked to Shayla. Actually, we got ours on the same day, but she didn't go pick hers up from her mailbox. But I was like, man, did you get your lashes? Because I'm like, maybe this is just my pair of lashes. I got a bad pair. And then I talked to Shayla, and she was like, man, mine looks exactly like that.
Right. And let me zoom in. So we'll show you what we mean as far as how the lash is not lined up on the magnetic strip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is one thing that just stood out. So I have not removed the lashes outside of the tray at all. Just it's other than us taking out the plastic tray to show you the imperfection. This is how it arrived. So as you can see, this and it's hard to do it when you're doing it backwards. But this lash here, you see how it's over to the side. That piece right there is not on the strip. So we point that out to say when we send our lashes out, we have a quality check when we first receive our merchandise from our manufacturer. And we do a whole entire quality check then, and we remove anything that's damaged that doesn't look good because you do not want to send out anything to your customer that you would not want to receive. Although you spent your money on it and you're like, oh my God, it's damaged, I can't sell it. You charge it to the game, you put it to the side, you use it or give it to a friend or someone that may do promo for you that is not a customer, just so they can still have the product because the product can still be good, but you just don't want to send out anything that is damaged. This particular item. I don't know if they had a sticker there or what have you, and they decided just to, move the inventory, but this should not have been sent out. So that's where we were just like, oh my God, did they really send this out to somebody? This is really, really not a good situation.
Right. And then on top of that, in my package, there's a little card, and there was nothing special about the card. It's a piece of paper that somebody cut out. There's some typing on here that's very small. I can barely read it. And I was like, man. And I was very like upset. The first thing I was upset, and I was underwhelmed because Shayla and I put so much time and effort and thought into how we present our item. And we're thinking other companies that are a lot larger than us, and we're not on their level yet as far as our customer base, that they're just going way and above, and they're wowing their customer. So to receive that's kind of like, man.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. And I felt disappointed for that particular owner because, again, as I said, we were just, amazed at the journey as far as their business, the time they've been in business. And many of you've probably seen their ads. I mean, they're all over social. So we were very just like, oh, wow. Like sometimes I want to say as from another woman to a woman, you sometimes just want to, show that sisterhood. And I wanted to actually send an email, but I'm like, well, no, I don't want to do that. So that's why, again, we're not hating. That's why we covered the box and everything, because you could tell who it is if you've seen the ads, who it is. So we're not doing that. Again, this is a more so of a business nugget to compare because, you may have seen other companies similar to what you're trying to do. And you, of course, you'll like, oh my God, I wish I can be like them. I want to get like them one day. And then when you see what they send over and it's like, dang, it's a learning experience, not only for the business owner that may stumble across this and see it, but also just for us, make sure that we're on par and we don't have that same type of mistake or do the same type of thing. So what we wanted to also share with you today as far as the packaging. So this was very like nothing to receive this in the mail. Everything was just dumped on the inside. As Tiffany, I think you mentioned too, we don't know what this lash is. We ordered two different sets of lashes, so I don't even remember what the name of this one was.
And they're in the same exact box, so there's no way to say, oh, I ordered this and you ordered that.
No, so we didn't know. So we have to go check our email to see what it was that we did that was different for this. So Tiffany, she's going to give you information and insight on how we package our products when you receive them. And what we want to note is when we put our package together, as far as what we wanted to have to send to our customers, we didn't do it based on any type of insight from anybody else. We did it because we did what felt right. Because when we receive a package, we know what we like to receive. We want it to look good. Because if somebody receive a good package, I mean, man, look at this. This is on point. Yes. This is good. And it gives your customer, it makes them, more inclined to purchase from you again. They will take pictures of their package. When we started sending out our first orders, we had so many people reach out to us on social with photos saying they got their Bezzie lashes. And that's a great, amazing thing that people are like excited about a package. So we were like, oh, wow, we did something. So
not even the lash, the packaging.
The packaging. So we wondered too, like, why are people tripping over an envelope or what's on the inside? But you know what? If you get something like this, then now we see there's a difference in what you are receiving. So make sure you invest in your business and what you are giving to your customer, whether it's a little a goodie bag because you're doing hand deliveries, make sure you get tissue paper, whatever it is, just to make sure that it looks good, because it really, really does go a long way. So here's what we send out when you receive your Bezzie Lash code. We know you're going to buy you some Bezzie Lash if you haven't already.
So the most important thing is the cost analysis. You want to make sure that whatever packaging or accessories you're including with your product, they are factored into your final product price. So I say that to say that, don't think about, oh, I'm spending 16 cents versus 5 cents or 16 cents versus 10 cents. In the overall scheme of things, your product pricing should cover all of those other items that you're including. So first off, we invested in bubble wrappers. This is matte black, just for the aesthetic look. Like I said, there's a bubble wrap on the inside to protect your packaging. This envelope, the small size, cost us 16 cents each.
Okay, I'm doing these calculations. 16 cents. Mm-hmm.
Got your calculator, girl?
I got my calculator out. I'm not a mathematician. I can't do it in my head.
Okay, we also include our personalized tissue paper. It says Bezzie on it. This sheet of paper costs us 14 cents to purchase. Okay. And all of our kits and boxes are lovingly wrapped in this tissue paper because we want you to experience, the Bezzie experience, We also invested in thank you cards, and our thank you cards have our logo on one side and are those personal thank you message from Shayla and I, and they're glossy. We invested in these because we thought it was a great touch. These cards cost us 40 cents each.
And the person, the company that we're talking about, it was we won't again show it up close, but just to give you a little snippet of how the size is, it wasn't anything special at all. So it's kind of like, wow.
It's like a 3x5 and theirs might be a 1x2. And it's not comparing sizes, it's just the thought that goes into what you're providing your customer.
Absolutely. Okay.
We also include stickers. So when we wrap our kits in our boxes, the sticker holds it together, and it's a personalized Bezzie sticker. These cost us 6 cents each.
Yes. Okay. So from that, I got a total of 76 cents. That is less than $1.
Less than $1. So that is what's deterring you from purchasing these items. Less than $1. I mean, that is nothing. That's pennies. Pennies.
And depending on how many pieces that you order, of course,
the cost goes down.
Yeah, cost goes down. The more you order, the less the cost is. And we see a lot of other entrepreneurs on YouTube because we did our due diligence when we made sure we did our research before starting. We did, watch videos, and there's some people that, gave advice to not, invest, don't spend the money, just get the cheapest thing. And again, we don't know everybody's pockets, but for us, we finance our business. We work, we have regular 9-to-5s. And we are working after hours. We have not had good sleep in some months now. In months. I'm up at 2:30 designing. We're thinking of things, and it's fun. We're not. What would be the word? We're not complaining because it's
our passion.
We love
those little emails. I get up in the morning. I see Shayla was emailing me at 2 and 3. I'm like, girl, when did you sleep?
Right. But it's just exciting, so it's one of those things where we researched and we saw it. So again, you still can find things to use for packaging that won't blow your budget. Because as Tiffany said, those other, you said they were 14 cents, the padded envelopes, that's nothing.
16 cents. That's nothing.
That's nothing for you to spend that. And then when you are also buying the cheapest thing on the market, then your items are looking like other people's items that, there's no type of brand awareness that you can achieve from that because, that looks like something somebody else had. So you want to stand apart from the crowd. So if you have to spend 5 more cents, 10 more cents, it really goes a long way because you, again, want to make sure that when people see your brand, it stands out. And when people see Bezzie, show them this beautiful logo that we have on our box.
So I'll take this opportunity to show you our single lash box.
Oh, yes, to compare to what we received. Go back to that. Do you guys with your best friends? I know with me, she knows I've always been all over the place. She picks at me. I jump from one thing to the next. I am supposed to be doing something at 3:00, but then at 3:10, I'm doing something else. So anyway.
Right. So this is our lovely logo. You see the 2 ladies with the crowns and the hoops. We love our hoops.
Yes, we do.
Sure. So this is our single lash box. When you open it, you get the glittery background. Here are our Diva lashes, which are our newest addition to our line. And I have them on today. I love them. This is my new favorite. But anyway.
Yes.
So Shayla, if you can hold up the other lash box so we can just compare how they look. And like I said, we're not hating, bashing, or saying we are better than, but there has to be some level of thought placed into what you send your customers.
Mm-hmm.
Ours, you also see the name is here. It says you as Diva. So if you lost your email, you deleted it, you don't know what you ordered, it's always in the box. The back of our kits, it gives you the instructions on how to use it. And if you forget how to contact us, if you have any issues, here's our IG and our Facebook.
Right.
All this part of our original design to make sure that we had everything included in and on the box that we needed.
Right. And I just was showing this to tell them that this was just standard box. There's no instructions on the back. So we just want to, make sure that you guys know how to put them on. And as always, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us via DM on Facebook and IG at Bezzie Lashes, or email us. But it's important too, just if your product is something that may be something new, people may not, know what to do with it, put the directions on the back, or do an insert with more information, just so they'll know, how to reference or what they need to do. So
Right.
it's always a good touch. And one thing that we also wanted to point out, so with the damage, did we just mention for instance, like when we have anything that may be damaged when we receive it from our manufacturer, we pull that out immediately. That is not for sale.
Right. So I'll give you an example. This came in our recent order, and as you see, the corner of the box was split right here. This is from handling damages. The kit is fine. As you see, we have our lashes, the liner, and then the cleansing oil. The mirror is intact. There's nothing wrong with the products, but because the box is damaged, it's not for sale.
Not for sale. You don't send people that because you wouldn't want to receive it. So again, you have to take yourself out of the equation. I know you spend your money on it, but you do not want to send that out to a customer, because if I receive that from someone, I'm not buying from you ever again. And two, depending on the customer, they can go and really bash you. They can leave a Facebook review. They can go somewhere, tag you on something, and then that is bad business.
Yeah, they're spending their hard-earned money and you're giving them a damaged product. I mean, I think that's bad business. Also, when you're purchasing a product or you're manufacturing a product, you have to make allowances for damages.
Absolutely.
Or products that aren't bad. That should be already accounted for in your profit margin. A 10% allowance, or whatever your allowance will be, to say this amount may be damaged, this amount may be used for promotion or giveaway. So you never count 100% of your product as profit for retail.
Absolutely. That's a great point. That is a very good point. And so too, we wanted to mention, when you are, Tiffany earlier said, make sure that you incorporate all the cost of your packaging and whatever else, your overhead, into the cost of your lashes. One thing that we have found when we were researching, and we still see it today, a lot of people drive down the cost of their product for the, all of us want it. We want people to buy ours instead of the others. But what that looks like, if they sell something for 10 and you're selling it for 3, it makes your product look cheap.
It cheapens your brand.
It cheapens your brands, and people automatically think the quality is low. And you don't want that. So if you have to think of it as, what, I'm catering to a specific audience, look at it that way. We know our lashes won't be for everybody. You can buy lashes on, some other, large site that you may want to purchase from, and it's cheaper, and that's quite okay. But just like your major luxury brands, your, Louis Vuitton, your Gucci, your Chanel, they are, targeting a particular audience, and they don't mind if you go and buy something else, because they know that they have their hardcore fans that are going to come to.
You're not their audience. So
yeah. So think of it that way when you're, when you're doing your pricing, so you can get some profit back. Because to me, and let me tell you guys now, between the two of us, when you do your business, whether it's with your best friend or associate or whatever, make sure that you find someone's, your strong point. So we know when we're running our business, who's doing what. So for me, I'm in marketing, I'm an event planner and things of that nature. So Tiffany, she's the money chick. Tell them what you are.
The controller and an AR manager. So yes, I handle our finances and all money budgets. I make all the orders. That's my wheelhouse. I'll tell you, Shayla has the marketing, the design, and the social media. It's just not what I want to do.
And I definitely don't want to.
She's okay with that.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that, because I'm not good with. I would probably bankrupt the business. I'm gonna go buy stuff I shouldn't be buying.
That's a topic for another day.
That's right. So that's not my thing. So I stay in my lane and make sure everything looks pretty, handle our branding and things of that nature. And it's always, whoever you're in business with, make sure you guys, you just have like that solid understanding. And this is what I'm doing. Even though I'm doing all the marketing, I pass everything through her. Just make sure it looks good when we're ordering. So for you guys, anything that you receive from Bezzie, it is Tiffany that's up late at night, talking to our manufacturers, making sure everything is good, making sure those orders are shipping, so we can make sure our inventory stays up on our site. So she does all of that on the back end. So that's something just to look at when you're thinking of your business. Like, how am I going to manage my inventory? What platforms am I going to use? You have to research all that, and that is also a cost association.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, when you think about all of that. So we've covered just the packaging, what we received, and we just felt the need to come out and just share that because we want everybody to be successful. And I know sometimes there's so much information out here, especially on YouTube, that you look into, but you just have to kind of take a step back and just take those, that good information so you don't get, go down the wrong path, or you're not getting that traction that you're seeing, because it really, appearance is everything. And I was telling Tiffany the other day, I had someone send me a text message that said, oh my God, the box that you guys ship things in, and this wasn't our bubble mailer, we have another box if you order large quantities, and they didn't want to throw in the trash can. And I was like, the box? And they said, the box is so pretty. I wish we had one to show. I don't have one here. But that says a lot when somebody, they're excited about a box. So again, just, make sure everything looks good, make sure it's presentable, make sure it's on point. Think of yourself as a luxury brand. You have to do that mindset where, you know what, I'm the bomb. My business is the bomb. This stuff is going to be hot, because we know we finna speak it into existence. You're gonna see us next year. We already claiming the magazines we're gonna be in. We're gonna be everywhere. You have
TV, print, radio. Stay tuned for it.
You're gonna see us. Y'all gonna see us. Come and see us.
Shayla, when you think about, okay, well, if I do this business, this person's doing it, that person's, there's room here for everybody. There's money out here for everybody. Not everyone's in the same audience. Like we have our audience. The other brands have their audiences. There's enough people out here to get your product out. Don't do it because someone else is doing the same thing. Do it better.
Do it better. And one thing, and I do want to shout out because we have inspirations. Yes. Super Scent with the crayon case.
Oh, yes. Super. Yes.
She is everything because we followed her for years before she even became, who she is. And it's just such a testimony. So even for her, everything that she is now, we're excited. I'm excited for her. So for her, right. Yeah, and she believed. She was the same way. She said, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be this. And one day I read something she posted that she shared a long time ago when she was on Facebook or Vine or whatever, and she said the exact same thing. She said, you can't think of the market as being oversaturated. There is room for everybody. What somebody else may like, the other person may not, but you just still do it because there is L'Oreal, there is Maybelline, there's all these different
all out here selling the same things.
Selling the same thing. And look at her business with all those other top-notch brands out there. People are still loyal and going to the crayon case. So we don't know her, so we're not plugging.
No, we don't know her personally. I would love to.
Would love to know her, but we're just saying we love her and what she's doing. So you have to think of yourself, as that and have that confidence, because if you have that confidence, in your brand and in yourself, the sky is the limit.
It's the limit.
Yeah. So definitely invest in yourself and always think high of yourself. Do vision boards. That's what we do. We do vision boards because everything since we've been friends for 28 years. Since we were 13, I know you guys like, oh, they look like they're 20 something, but you gotta moisturize. Make sure you guys
moisturize, hydrate,
drink your water and all that good stuff. And so, well, we ain't sleeping, so.
Well, yeah, we've been trying to run a business or start a business for 10 years, like at least 10 years.
So let us tell you about that. So 10 years ago, we just were over our job. So what we used to do every day, we were on Instant Messenger and we would just be like, oh my God, I hate this place. Again, I'm in Atlanta, she's Louisiana. And we just had to really push ourselves through every day. Luckily, if she had a bad day, I was having a good day, so we can kind of motivate each other. But we wanted to walk up out those places. So
girl, you got me through some long days, some bad days.
It was horrible.
Yes.
You got to try to get yourself not to curse somebody out. You want it just to.
I would be at my desk some days with my purse. Like, if this person comes in here and says anything to me, I'm taking my purse and I'm just walking out.
And I had to say, no, friend, you got your children. You got to eat. What are they going to eat?
Yes.
So that's what we had to do. So in the midst of that, we were just, thinking about, oh my God, we can't wait till we can start our business. So we just had so many, crazy ideas. I mean, we thought of some crazy things and we thought it was exciting at the time. Like, oh yeah. We were like, oh dang. Oh, when you go jogging, I don't want to hold my phone. Oh, guess what? Let's get put it on our arm, and then we be jogging. It'll stay in place. Like what? And then we're like, oh, that's already out there. But we were so serious, you know,
right.
things, and nothing. It didn't.
It didn't click.
Happen. Yeah. But you know what? One thing we did every morning, though, we were on our prayer call at 6:30 every morning.
Absolutely. Oh, I missed the prayer call.
Yeah, we were doing everything, and we just kept praying, and everything in our life, you know, not business wise, but just overall, like with our finances, our mental, and just everything kind of started coming together. Everything we were started to pray for, it just started to happen, you know. And we're going to be honest, you know, you guys are going to see us around. We're going to have some more videos, and we're going to give you the real deal. We're not sugarcoating anything.
Right.
We are from Orlando, Florida, and
Orlando, Orange County.
Orange County. We are just real chicks. We're not phony. We are an open book, and we feel like if we share our journey,
our experiences,
it will motivate some people. So with that being said, we are going to talk about what they know about that. In the midst of wanting to quit these jobs, I had all kind of internet sales bouncing stuff. So how you going to quit a job and you don't have no money? But I was going to do it.
Right. Look, at that time we were like, man, I don't care.
You know,
this is not the business, but
and this ain't what it is. You know, that's just how we were so tired of it. So, you know, but in that, we had to get ourselves right first, you know, the foundation. Right. And absolutely. I don't even say I feel that, you know, God allowed us to be where we are right now. We had to go through what we went through. So fast forward to last year in the pandemic, you know, boom, you know, I get my lashes done. You know, I have the individuals that are applied every 2 to 3 weeks or whatnot like that. But with COVID, I wasn't going down these COVID streets, and I needed to look like something because I'm on Zoom looking a hot ass mess. So Tiffany told me about some magnetic lashes. Now, many of you may remember magnetic lashes when they first came out. You had to sandwich 2 strips on your natural eyelash. And that wasn't the business.
No, that was not the business.
No, the business. And I'm the type of person, I have watched YouTube so many times trying to put on strip lashes. I can't do it for anything. The lash be up here, it be sideways, it be crooked, you know. It look like you just might be something wrong with you. It's like, why your eye closed? And so, you know, and that was not the business. So she told me about magnetic lashes. I'm like, oh my God, it's like the old school style. And she said, no. There, you know, you apply your liner and you put them on, and I'm like, oh my God, I need that in my life, like right now, because this I look a mess. And I tell you, that happened in August of last year. Mm-hmm. And we got on it, like we were researching, we were Googling anything that we could to get information on how do we go about, you know, getting our lashes, what we need to offer. And that's where the competitive analysis came in. And we started having legit meetings. Like, I know people probably thought, like, what are y'all doing? I mean, we had meetings like on the books. We had our agenda. I mean, this thing was serious because we knew what we wanted to do. And so we thought about it in August. We got our logo, our business license, everything in September. Then we tweaked from September to October. And then we launched November 15th of 2020. 2020, and everything has been amazing. And how we came up with our name, Bezzie Lashes. So you guys will find out that, you know, I love a cocktail. We love our wine and our spirits and all that good stuff. She got something in her cup. I don't even have nothing. I don't even have a cup right now. When we get off of this, I got to go to the store to get me some wine.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I have mine, I get very, very creative, I must say. So we had to think of a name, and, you know, Bezzie came to mind, and I don't know what it was. It was God. And I Googled it. I'm like, what is Bezzie? And it said in Britain, it means your close or your bestest friend. And I was like, boom. So with that, another nugget for you. When you think of a good name, make sure you Google, make sure make sure you check your Secretary of State site in your area to make sure no one else has that name, and make sure you go on the United States trademark website as well to do the database search to see if there's anybody with that name. You don't want to, you know, go and have your logo design and everything, and then somebody else has it, or they can sue you, because that happens, you know, like, oh, you're using my name, and you got to start all over from scratch. So you have to really make sure you do your research before you launch your business to make sure everything is on par. And once you do get your fabulous and lovely name, go back to that trademark site, spend that $225, spend the money and protect your brand, because there are a lot of thieves out here in these here streets. And I don't want to say no name, but I was going through Instagram the other day, and I saw something that looked like Bezzie. So
looks can be deceiving.
yeah. So, anyways, but we got everything handled. So make sure you guys take care of your business and do what you need to do to protect your brand. Make sure when you get a graphic designer, you also choose a graphic designer that is going to give you a unique logo.
Unique, yes.
We started out, oh my God, girl, tell them what happened.
Man, so we were using I would say a lower budget to start off with, to see what we can get. And we were getting logos that included logos that were already like on Google. You go Google and it's the same exact picture. So they were literally going and pulling, in my opinion, going and pulling these logos and just slapping our name with a few little more design elements. And so like, no.
Everybody had it.
I know that some can't spend your money for you, but when you're making your business plan, which is very important when you're doing a business, put that in your budget. Say my budget is X and I want to spend this much money on these areas, and stick to your budget. Don't skimp.
Don't skimp.
Because with somebody else's logo and you'll be very upset.
Yeah, because we see some of the logos that those people gave us. We see them. We're like, oh, we're so glad that we did not select that. So make sure you get something that stands out, because our logo looks good, honey.
Oh, yes. Let me show you again.
Look at that. Look at those hoops,
Look at the hoops glittering.
Look at the glitter. And as we said, you know what? We did this. Another thing, we did our branding just for the culture. Because at first we'll be very transparent. We wanted to make sure that we catered to everybody can still buy our lashes. So don't say our lashes just for women of color. They're for everybody. But when we first did our business, we just said, you know what? We don't want to put out there that we Black. We did. I don't know why we thought that. Why did we think that?
I think that it's something that becomes indoctrined in you just from being in corporate America, which we've both been in for years. And there's no knock on our culture or anything else. I think it's something that was in our brain.
It was in our brain. And
finally, it does not show that it's owned by Black women, because then we'll get more business.
And then finally, I don't know, that was God.
It's like, no, let's embrace our culture.
Let's embrace our culture. So we said, we love our hoop earrings. We love our natural
queens.
Queens. Yeah. Now I know y'all just said, I know what y'all was thinking. Y'all said she said natural hair. Okay, let me tell you something. Tiffany, she got her natural hair going on. So let me tell you something.
It's new for me. It hasn't been that well.
It's cute. I am natural, but you guys do not want to see what's under this head. She'll tell y'all it's always a mess. So when I say the natural tresses, is it tresses? I haven't had a drink. You say, is it tresses?
Tresses, yeah, tresses.
I can't talk. Right. We're from the same place, and sometimes I can't talk right. But anyways, yeah. So I think that's what it is. So we just said that, we wanted something that's natural, that reflects, our culture and represents, women of color. So we just kind of had to take a seat back and said, no, we want to be stay, true to ourselves and true to, who we are. So that's how the concept came. So when I did, I said, scratch that with the people we're trying to work with. Let's go to another company that they give, awesome logos, and it's something that's different. And I told them what we were looking for, and boom, they came with some concepts. We tweaked what we liked out of all of them. And that's how Bezzie came together. And then you just make sure you find that vendor, that's a redesigned style right there, guys, with those hoops. I mean, that is bomb with them shining hoops.
Our vendor is awesome. Like, they are so accommodating. And once you get a good relationship, they're willing to go over and beyond. I mean, they do things that you ask them to do. If you're constantly, there's a relationship, you're spending your money, they know that you're a reliable customer, they'll do what you ask. And even if you're a new company and you're trying to find a product, ask. All they can say is no, or it's going to be an additional cost. And you have to either accept it or say, well, at this point we'll step back. But our vendor is awesome.
They're awesome. And one thing I want to put out there too, I've said it, we are financing our business, like with we don't have any loans that we're doing. We are financing everything. So even our vendor, which was surprising because they didn't do it when we first did our order, they said this time, as Tiffany mentioned, build that relationship. We only pay a deposit for them to get started on our large order.
Yeah.
Then we paid for it before they shipped it. So that's just kind of staying consistent and being sure whatever vendor that you use, you do your research to make sure
Right.
that when you're ordering from there, putting your stuff together, that it's a good company.
And be consistent. Don't, I mean, there's all kinds of trial and error. And Shayla and I ordered a lot of samples. We tried a few different things that was like, no. And we finally got, our final vendor and their product. But don't order one day from this vendor and go to a different vendor because they have a cheaper price, because you're going to probably get a cheaper product. Stay consistent so that when your customer orders, you're getting the same quality every time.
Yeah, because people notice. They notice when something's different. Sometimes I've had things that I've purchased. I'm like, this is not the same. And you can tell that something changed along the way. So yeah, consistency is definitely key. And just some other nuggets is just far as just, just business, just make sure that you just always just stay on point, with your branding, connect to your customers, make sure you have your social media up, whether you're using Facebook and Instagram, or you prefer one or the other. Tap into Pinterest, tap into TikTok, and those things take time and we're not trying to say because we're old, some things are for.
Wait, who's old?
We're not old. I'm saying we're not saying we're old.
Oh, okay.
We're not saying we're old, but some platforms are for certain demographics.
Absolutely.
I like Facebook. They say it's for old people. I like to talk to people and chat with them. So I don't like.
I like Instagram because I don't have to talk to anybody.
She don't want to talk to nobody.
She's better though, friend.
She's trying. She is getting better. It surprises me when her name pops up on my news feed and commenting. And so she's trying. But I'm the one, like, their shows when Real Housewives or something come on, I have a whole like commentary, like everybody coming to my page. Let's talk. So
try to do that, but I lose my interest. Like, okay, I'll talk.
Talk. Yeah, so those type of things. So use what platform works for you. And then if there's a platform that you just don't get, for me, I'm not trying to do TikTok. She's doing the TikTok.
I've been delving into it. I'm getting better, but it's totally different.
Yeah.
But you have to do what you're comfortable with. And that's why Shayla handles almost all of our social media, because that's just not my wheelhouse. And so I allow her to do that. Not that I allow her, but I like for her to do it so that I can just sit back and say, okay, oh yeah, Shayla, that's cute. Oh, I like how you did that.
Right. And it's fine because I don't want to do any finance at all. I don't care to do any of it,
But Shayla, let me make a point to what you just said. When you're starting your business, make sure that your potential customer has access to get what they need from you. Right. I'm not saying a lot. I've had a handful of experiences where somebody posted something and then it's like, oh, you have a site, where can I buy it? Oh, I don't have a site yet, but you can inbox me. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. You want to think on a grander scale, because a lot of times that deters me. I mean, not deter Shayla or somebody else, but I want to go to a site or to a page or anywhere and just say, hey, I want this, put my order in, give you my address, pay for it, and it's done. I don't want the back and I don't like she just say I'm not into the socializing. But when I want to order, I want to order.
What to order right now. And just think of ways, like, so in that case, many of you may not know this, but we use Shopify as a platform, but they do allow individuals that are people of color. They do have like different programs for you to, I don't know whether it's for 3 months or whatever, but you can get that and have your Shopify site. Or if you want to go and do Wix, that's a free website builder, but see what the e-commerce portion would be for you to do that. And even if you do Facebook, it's so easy to do a Facebook page. I mean, there's still things that you have to do behind the scenes to do the shop part of it. But, definitely, as Tiffany said, make sure there's another way that people can reach out to you and see what you have. And then they may be more inclined, like, you know what, I don't have a website, but I do have a Facebook page. I do have an Instagram page. Set up that PayPal business. So even if you don't, set that up, because that's still business that's still being legit and professional. So, there's different ways you guys can, if you don't have the site, to still make your business professional. And so, because there are people that's leery, because I know I may like, if I don't know you or know somebody that knows you, I don't know if I'm sending you my money. I may be more inclined if I could do PayPal, because I can get my money back if you don't come through. So just think about it in that aspect. So, I think we covered everything. And as we said, we're just wanting to share, our story, not just from a business standpoint, but our personal lives, just because to show you guys that we are regular people. We had a dream, we had a vision, And we finally just got things together, and it just happened. Even though it seems like, oh, they thought of it in August and they launched in November, there still was that whole time, like we said, 2010, that we were thinking about this, and we couldn't think of one single solitary good thing that made sense. And then finally this came. So
And
you
it
have to
came so easy. It was like I text Shayla, like, do this. She was like, let's do it.
do it.
She texted the name. I was like, yes, that's the name. And that was
And yeah, and that was it. So it's just one of those things, kind of stay the course, keep praying, be a visionary, think what you said, forward thinking. And even with us, you're gonna see us. We're speaking this. You guys be the first to say, oh, I remember when I saw their first video. We're gonna be in stores. You're gonna have Bezzie Lashes in these stores. So think of that, and work towards that. Like right now, since we know that's something that we want to accomplish, we're working on that now. Like, what do we need to do now so we're in stores by 2022 or 2023? So we're putting that work in. So that's just some things that we wanted to share. Again, by us coming to you guys, it wasn't to hate on that other brand. It was just one of those things that we were, as we said with Supa, we are so excited when we see other people doing great and big things, and we support them. I've purchased stuff from Crayon Case. I purchased stuff from everybody. That's one thing you guys will see on our site too. We support other small businesses, because we all start from somewhere, and I always just love just to just share the love. There is a seat at the table for everybody to eat, um with whatever that you're doing. So with this other brand, we purchased it out of support, and then that's where we received it, and we were like, oh, okay. And we wanted to make sure that if you were to purchase from another magnetic lash company, not to think that's the end all, with that my lashes don't work, or the liner doesn't work, or magnetic lashes are trash. That's not the case. It's just the experience. So when we say the Bezzie experience, I mean, we want you to experience from the time that you go on our website to the time you receive your order to the time that you're putting your lashes on, and anything in between that, as far as reaching out to us if you have questions. We make sure that we are there, because we've read some other things where, not this company but any company, sometimes they may receive a product, there's no lashes in the box, or shipping takes forever. And that's one thing we wanted to say too. If you get to the point where you're going to use a fulfillment center, we're still shipping out of our house. We are a small business. We're doing it small. We don't have a fulfillment house yet, but we will get there. But I ship from Atlanta. She's shipping from Louisiana. We have it split to where I take care of the East Coast, and she takes care of the West Coast, so we can make sure, even with USPS delays, that you get your packages within that 3 to 5 day business period, if possible. We can't handle delays, but just to make sure you get your stuff in a timely manner. There is no reason why your customers should be getting their things 2 and 3 weeks later, especially
right.
if you're in a fulfillment house. And if you are to do that, make sure whatever vendor you select, you do a walkthrough, or you even go and buy something from yourself just to receive that package, to see how it looks when you receive it. Because if you receive it janky, then think about what other people are receiving. So those are just nuggets. And you guys continue to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at BezzieLashes.com. Check out our website, BezzieLashes.com. No, I did that all wrong. Sorry.
Okay. They got it. Bezzie Lashes on IG and Facebook.
Oh, I said .com afterwards. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
It's okay.
But and if you have any questions, of course, we're here to help. And just stay tuned. As we said, we have something exciting going on. We're going to give you more information about us, about our journey, about who we are, and we can't wait to connect with you guys.
Right. Thank you.
Bye.